escape.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
You've earned a good death. I've earned the kill. You have a warrior's heart.
Alright, I'm going to be showing you guys a replay of my game from yesterday with my brother. He was Singe top. I played Lee Sin jungle. I've been mating mid, but 4 out of 8 times, like 4 out of 10 times you get jungle, so.
Minions have spawned.
You gotta learn jungle, you know? You have to learn your secondary role regardless. So, they have a Rengar jungle. He's pretty strong early, but I think in this game I choose to go red-blue, they're red. And we knew they had this warded. We had vision of it. So I leashed the camp out as far as possible to cut rotation time to the next buff. I jump over. I do the same thing here because I know my pathing is going to be their red. So I leash it out as far as possible, as far as I can pull the threat.
First blood.
Luckily my LeBlanc secures a kill, which makes me even more confident in going in this engage. My brother secures a kill up top, making me even more confident going in this engage. I don't realize this, but Rengar's going for a full clear, and I just start this because I'm just like confident that we can be here in their jungle. So he barely misses me. He wards it. I'm able to smite and secure it. So I felt that as a pretty good victory. Cassidy can't rotate. He's pushing the tower, so I roam down. I go for this scuttle right here. It's a pretty greedy scuttle. I don't know if this was the move. My brother's got level advantage. I have double buff advantage. Red buff is really strong early game. I pull it down. And I pulled the scuttle down because I was going to go for double scuttle. So that also shaves off time. And I realized my mid needs some help, so I stopped the scuttle. I collapse on the Rengar. We end up getting a kill for it. Extremely worth it. Extremely valuable. And I don't really give a shit about mid. I'm going for scuttle. But I do want to play it on this side of the map. Because I want to get a little bit of a power spike here. So I clear my raptors. I'm level 4. I have enough for Iron Whip Lash or whatever it's called. Iron Spike Lash, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. But I get my back off. I get my Iron Spike Whip. I'm still pathing bot side. Rift doesn't spawn for another couple minutes. Dragon's already up. I know Rengar was bot side. Because we just did a full clear on his top side. So he comes in. I come in for a counter gank. Pristine timing. Pick up 1 kill. Yumi's an idiot. She gives up a triple kill. So we get a 3 for none on that counter gank. So now I'm looking at Dragon. Dragon's free. So I rotate. I call for my team to come and support me. I pick it up. At this point, I have a 300 gold bounty. I'm 3-0-1, 26 CS. You could argue that I'm a little behind in CS. But comparatively to their jungler, not really. He's got 30, I got 30. I get a back off. I go bot side again, because that's where my red's at. At this point, I did feel like I was a little behind in CS, despite having the map control and everything. I wanted to be able to scale as well. You know, the map control and the kills. So I full clear. I want those to reset as soon as possible. So I kill the Krugs. I come red. I kill it, and I didn't pull it out as well as I should have here. I miss a Q here, defensive Q. I drop my control ward. It instantly gets killed. No big deal. I path top, go for blue. And the next objective on the map is we're talking Rift Herald. So I kill blue and I peek. I see what's going on. I missed my Q, but I ult Iron Whip Lash, and he still dies. Take a look at this combo. I missed my Q. His pathing is pretty weird. He's gonna die no matter what. But as I ult, I E an Iron Spike Whip, and it's just enough to burst him down. So he's 0-3. He gave us pretty much a friendly leash on the Rift Herald. We secure it. At this point, the game Couldn't be going any better. The game could not be going any better. We have control of ward here. I'm pathing in, maybe looking for a gank. It's not there. I don't give a shit though, because I'm going to path down for this scuttle crab. So, I didn't care that I showed there, because imagine how much time I shaved off by just walking through lane. So I've secured every scuttle in the game at this point. Let's pause it real quick. I've secured every scuttle in the game at this point, all 3 scuttles. I've secured Dragon at this point. I've secured Rift Herald at this point. I've secured every buff on my side of the map at this point. And I stole his initial red. Had the huge counter gank bottom lane. You know. So this game, this is like a perfect game right here. In my mind. Everything's going incredible. He says thumbs up. I summon Rift mid. Rift kills him. Oh my goodness, this was hilarious. I did not have ult up, so I flashed on him to get an extra auto, and LeBlanc dies because she tower dove, but the Rift ends up killing Cassidy, so we take those. So now here we're going for tower. Probably could have rotated bot. My brother rotates in. May not have been necessary, but he gets some extra gold either way. He's just gonna counter jungle that guy. He ends up getting those, nice. And I end up getting mid tower. Suppose I could have went bot, but they didn't really pressure that much. They didn't really do much. They were 3 bot and they didn't do anything. So I have scuttle. I feel like it's an opportunity to just zip through the river and come bot anyway. These guys are really overstaying. So I show up. I wouldn't have even minded if Rengar was there. We can take him. So they dove. And I had a double take. I was like, wait a minute, they dove? I missed another Q, but it doesn't even matter at this point. So my brother's in like a 1v3 scenario, still picks up a kill, pretty ridiculous. After I back and reset, I get my gore drinker. I'm going for Sterix, I think. And I just go straight drag. Just trying to create as much pressure as I can. Scuttle's here, so I take Scuttle again. My team's doing 3 mid or 2 mid at this point. I secure drag, I get Scuttle. They're pretty push bot. It's looking like free kills bot. This Yasuo just never had time to ramp up. He ults me, he full combos me, and he doesn't even take a third of my health. So I wasn't worried about that. She gets the polymorph off, so I'm like, I can go in on this. I got the Lulu ult. Lulu ult fades, but she comes back into tower range, or she comes back into her tower when she should have just kept running. So I just hit that Q in. This was like a millisecond of the Q being able to hit. Watch 1, 2.5, boom.
Keep your light on.
So I get the kill. At this point, it's a sweep. We swept them this game. So we get bot tower. I milk their jungle. I decided to recall a little bit aggressively in an aggressive spot. Once again, I want to path bot, get my red buff. Like I said, I felt like I was a little bit under farmed, so I pick up an extra camp where I can from time to time. But I want to keep my map pressure up as high as possible. So now I made the call that we should go for this top tier 2. And I'm just here waiting in the jungle. I missed my Q again, pretty embarrassing, but I still one-shot him with the help of LeBlanc. And this Cassidon must have been tilted out of his ass. And it's just this extended chase that was completely unnecessary.
Unstoppable.
But we pick up the kill. So, we're happy with that. I'm calling maybe for a Rift Herald play. Going to secure the scuttle. Start Rift, it's got 10k health. My brother's 1v4ing because he can. He's got Rylai's, Leecher Lear, plated steel caps, he got tab eyes, 9 stacks on Dark Seal. So I pick up the Rift, and now I'm telling the team it's time to regroup mid. It's time to get that tier 2 with the Rift. And my brother's causing so much havoc. They're blowing summoners on him. He's doing exactly what he should do. So I summon Rift mid, get the tower with it, tell my team to collapse. My team collapses with me. Dragon's up, it's like clockwork. We're going straight to drag, 4-man. LeBlanc, she's doing what she's supposed to do. She doesn't have TP. Maybe Sin should be up there and she should be with the team. But it's not a perfect game. Sometimes you have to let your teammates do what they want to do. You can't control anyone in League of Legends. You can only control yourself. So sometimes you have to play around your team, no matter what decisions they make. We pick up 1, we pick up 2, we pick up 3, we pick up 4. Let's watch that again. How did that go? How did that 2v4 go so well in our favor? Let's take a look.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So we get the tier 2 bot. Their team collapses on us. Let's see. My brother and I were ready for this though.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
We get the tier 2 top. He throws out his thing. He's just setting up his trail. He's doing an incredible amount of damage. I get an ult. Maybe it was a little bit of a greedy ult. It only hits 2 of them, but really I one-shot the Yasuo. Wukong comes in. He can't do much. I'm focusing the Wukong next. Yuumi just attaches to the Wukong. My brother gets the fling off. I hit him with the E, he dies. Yuumi shows. I Q her, she dies. So, we get a 3 for none. And what can we do? We can just continue pushing. My team's doing a 0 3-2. Top's pretty pushed. So this was a wash. That was GG. So I won every single objective. And I don't know if I can contribute it to the 3 buff start, but I felt pretty good about it. I did feel a little underfarmed. However, yeah, I just won every skirmish. Lee Sin is pretty strong. And maybe it had to do with me taking Rengar's red. I don't know, but that was a good game. I'll see you guys in the next review.